Okay, this is rational inequality. Let's compute the critical value. Critical value is obviously 0 in the numerator, so that says 3 minus 6 equal to 0. It's obvious that x is equal to 3, and 2x plus 1 equals 0. X is equal negative 1 half. Let me see, 2x is equal negative 1 divided by 2. Oh yes, it's negative 1 half. Okay, so the critical value are, critical value 1 is 3, critical value 2 is negative 1 half. In the denominator part, the restriction is x cubed minus 1 equal to 0. Obviously this equation has 3 solutions, but those solutions are complexes. I don't care the complex. The only solution that I need is x equal 1. So x cubed equal 1, cubic root, obviously is 1. This solution is not completely correct. However, I need only the solution, the real solution. The complex, no. Remember how you solve exact this equation by factoring in the chapter 1 in the first part of the equation we studied in detail. So this is a restriction. Let's do the partition for this. This is a real number, positive infinity, negative infinity. The number are 3. It is 0, 1, 2, 3. Is 1 partition. The other is negative 1 half. This is negative 1, this is negative 1 half. Negative 1 half. It's another partition. And 1. It's another partition. Okay, therefore we have in total, for example, 4 testing point. Negative 1 is 1, 0 is another, 2 is another, and 4 is another testing point. Okay, so let's do in the chart. Testing point, negative 1, 0, 2, and 4. Okay. The factor, well, the factor that we have in my problem, our problem is 3 minus x cubic is one factor, 2x plus 1 is another factor, and another factor is x cubic minus 1 and the total sign. Okay, negative 1 here, negative 1 is double minus, that's positive. That's positive. Negative 1 here is negative. Negative 1 here, cube is negative 1, negative 2 is negative. And double negative is plus. 0 is positive. 0 is positive. 0 is negative. Total sign is negative. 2 is positive. 2 here is positive also. And 2 here is positive. It's positive. 4 is negative. Negative. 4 is positive here. And 4 of course is positive here. The answer then is negative. Okay, so the true part is when it's negative according to this idea. So it's true here and true here. Then the interval solution is 0, so this guy, and 4, this interval. Okay, it's a strict inequality, therefore do not contain the endpoint. something like that. Okay, so now the answer is negative 1/2 from negative 1/2 comma 1 union to become infinity. O is the set of the value of x such that x is in between negative 1/2 and 1, or x is greater than 3. Is the answer. Okay, this is polynomial inequality 49. In this case we have no restriction, only critical value. The critical value are negative 1, positive 3, and positive 5. Critical value. Let's do in the partition for this critical value. We have 0 here, negative 1, positive 2, positive 1, sorry, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we have one partition here, another partition here, and another partition here. Now, the testing point, well, could be negative 2, 0, 4, and 6. When the chart is testing point is negative 2, is 0, is 4, is 6. X plus 1, x minus 3, x minus 5, and total signs. Okay, negative 2 here is negative. Negative 2 here is negative. Negative 2 here is negative. 3 negative is negative. 0 is positive. Is negative. Is negative. Total is positive because we have even number of negative. 4 is positive. 4 is positive here. And this is negative. The answer is negative. 6 is positive, because the 7 is positive here and positive here. It's positive. Now the true part is when it's positive because it's greater than 0. True is here and here, only that. Okay, then the interval is here. This interval only contains 0. And the other interval is here, only contains 6. Where it contains 6. Of course, this is a strict inequality. The endpoint is not belong to the solution. Now the solution in interval notation is negative 1, 3, union 5, infinity. This is x such that x is in between negative 1 and 3, or x is greater than 5. Okay, this is the solution for the 49. Okay, 51 is 7x minus 4 greater than or equal to minus 2x squared. I write in standard form. Remember, right hand side must be 0 to start any problem of the inequality that contain polynomial or rational. In this case, we can solve. We can do the factorization in this case. Multiply this is 8, and the combination is 8 times 1. is 2x squared plus 8x minus 1x minus 4 greater than or equal to 0 by factoring here. A greater common factor here is 2x, x plus 4, and the greater common factor here is negative 1, x plus 4. Now it's obvious that x plus 4 is common factor. Now we have 2x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. And this is the expression that we are studying. Of course, the critical value is when you put the equation. So you convert this for 1 second like one equation and you determine the 0. It's obvious that the 0 is x equal minus 4 and the other is 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Is 2x, wait, this is minus here, this is minus here, is equal 1 divided by 2 is 1/2 positive. And this is our critical value. Let me copy here. Critical value are negative 4 and 1/2. Okay, I want to erase this part. Get the solution for the equation. Okay, now let's do in the partition. Partition using the critical value. This is 0. This is 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and half here. Half. Negative 4 is here. Okay, now I select testing point, maybe before negative 4 is negative 5. And this interval may be 0. And this interval may be 1. This is the critical. Let's do it in the chart. The chart is testing point. The testing point is negative 5, is 0, is 1. And the factor is x plus 4, and the other factor is 2x minus 1. And this is the total size. Negative 5 here is minus, negative 5 here is minus, and multiplication is plus. 0 is plus, 0 is minus, the sign is minus, total sign. 1 is plus, 1 here is plus, the sign is plus. Okay, and remember our inequality is greater than, so the true part is the positive part. It's positive here, true here, and true here. Let me then highlight the true part is this part. And it's true this part. Including the endpoint, negative 4 is bracket here, and 1/2 positive is bracket here. And the answer is from negative infinity, comma, negative 4, bracket, union, bracket, 1/2, comma, infinity. Okay, it's equivalent to say all real numbers such that x is less than or equal negative 4 or x is greater than or equal 1/2. Okay, 49.